a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Step on, spin move, is on, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, and I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin move, is on, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breathe on.
Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between our visitors and the London Black Knights. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 27, Mayfield. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Mayfield.
Six yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's Flips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete to Jarvis Landry.
So opening drive, third down, they go with a slant. It works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out because everyone throws it on third down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a three-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit. Bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it worked. A couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now get some of those big shots downfield.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
And 5 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's... He wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Brings up second and...
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 21 carries, 108 for the yardage and the score, too.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tackle made.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, I think you can can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
3, Black Knights 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A run for Nick Chubb. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll set him back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They go play action now. Jackson. His throw caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it. Also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start. At the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield on play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
London about set to take over on offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a loss of 4, and that'll be the final act of this first half. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
Browns 3.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. It's up here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Knights 15.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mayfield on first down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
On the tackle.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got Evans. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Dallas. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's 2 sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, which to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Chubb. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the carry, it's Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Now look at this. They get the turnover. They need it. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick swooping in for the sack.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head, that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
On second down, Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he finds his target. It's Schultz. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's going the other way. They find some open field here. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6.
Justin Tucker.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Justin Tucker set to.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 12. Less than 90 seconds to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Play fake, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up at the 18, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that one makes this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
Let's see what they do here. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for the home team here, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they'll sink now to 0-4. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early